What happens if your business was affected because customers had a government order that shut them down or had supply chain issues and there couldn't or didn't have a need for your business? So if you're just having general demand slump because of the pandemic conditions and maybe things that were going on with your customers, that's why we have the revenue testing. I think the mindset with Congress when they came up with this was that, you know, everybody experienced a certain amount of disruption in the pandemic. And to accommodate that, they used revenues as a metric that was, easily calculated and mostly fair. So if your customers were not buying from you or things were just, messed up, it's going to reflect itself in your revenues. This is what their mindset. And so, that's the first part. And then the second part with the government orders is really more about so say it didn't reflect in your revenues somehow, but you really were seriously impacted by governmental interaction with your organization to give you another pathway, even though it's much harder to get everything to line up for it. So if it's just a general demand slump that's going on, or general supply chain issues, or just the general pandemic chaos, that couldn't get employees to come in and work, and so couldn't do jobs, that's why they have the revenue parameters of this program. So that's what you have to consider. But it comes down to facts and circumstances, and it comes down to what was going on for a particular situation. So I'd recommend you have somebody who's seasoned in this do some kind of analysis for you, because unless you're familiar with really all the ins and outs of how the non-revenue testing works, it can be easy to miss things that could potentially qualify, but it is threading a needle.